Let's get this ball running.
Today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by Yellow Pages audio telephone books. It's never been easier to use a public directory recorded onto cassette tapes.
All right, let's make history. First up, boredom. Hey you, intern, get over here.
Yes, sir?
What's that wooden wheelie thing under your arm?
This? A skateboard?
Skateboard, huh? I like the sound of that. Let me see that thing. I'm going to attempt to spin around on this so-called skateboard. If I spin for the entire duration of this question, which amount of spinning will leave me facing in the same direction I start from? An 810-degree pop shove-it, a 1,170-degree nollie front side, a 1,620-degree fakie backside. 3,240 degrees is 9 360s in a row, so I would end up facing the same way I started. Here goes. 1, 2. Oh! My pelvis! My pelvis! Here's one for you. Did you know Jack? If we were playing a version of You Don't Know Jack in 1950, what would be the only feasible way you could send me your answer to this question? Call me on my toll-free 1-800 number, transmit your answer via your CB radio, email your answer to me, or post your answer to a BBS. The first CB radio was invented in 1945, so you would technically be able to call in your answer on a CB, good buddy. We'd play you a clip from the 1950s version of You Don't Know Jack, but it turns out there isn't a single question we can show that isn't incredibly politically incorrect. It was a different time. Here's one I like to call Question. Have you heard? The TV show Numbers was killed. I'm so mad. I love that show. See, every crime can be solved with simple math. I'm gonna find the son of a bitch who did this. Let me just get out my calculator here. Okay, the 6 seasons of the TV show Numbers had this many episodes. 13, 24, 24, 18, 23, 16. Now, I bet we can solve the mode of this crime by determining the mode of those numbers. So what is it? 6, 18, 19... Ah, yes, the mode of a group of numbers is the number that appears most often. In this list, the only number that appears more than once is 24. So 24 is the mode. So that's it. The TV show 24 killed Numbers.
Cookie?
Yes, Kimberly.
24 was canceled too.
What? 24 was killed too?
Yes.
It was the terrorists.
Everybody quattro, everybody quattro, hey!
I call this one Hand Up a Hot Tin Puppet. And it's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a character in Tennessee Williams' play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, or a character in Jeff Dunham's ventriloquist comedy act. If it's a character from Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, press 1. If it's a Jeff Dunham dummy, press 2. Get one right and you'll be the puppet master with $300. Get one wrong and you'll have a good old-fashioned Southern drama on your hands. And you've only got 30 seconds. Alrighty then, here it comes. Peanut, Cooper, Big Daddy, Bubba J, Sweet Daddy D, Brick, Reverend Tooker. Billy, your thoughts?
You're a neuron.
For whatever reason, Dunham is a very successful guy. He has millions of dollars and lots of comedy specials. But I have something he doesn't.
Meningitis?
Yes.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Up next, I love you, dear. If Betty White were to ride a lawnmower,
Ah, come on. Little Betty White is way too young to get on a lawnmower.
oh, hey, it's Old Man. How did you get in here?
Look, I taught the Red Baron how to fly. I ain't no fool.
Certainly not. Well, what have you been up to, Old Man?
See, my great-great-grandson took me to this dining establishment the other night. Now, it's based on a country that was colonized as a penal colony. Penal. Anyway, I got out of that place before the waitstaff could steal my good fake eye.
Ah, I see. Old Man says he went to a restaurant based on a country that was once colonized as a penal colony. Where'd he go? Olive Garden, Chipotle, Panda Express, or Outback Steakhouse? Starting in the late 18th century, Australia served as a penal colony for British convicts.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I was just telling you what restaurant was based on a country colonized as a penal colony.
Penal.
That about does it for round one. And you've got a pretty nice score. It's a shame there's nobody here to share it with. Keep in mind, in round two, everything is worth twice as much. All right, you ready? Too bad. Next up, a banker's dozen. Hey, you know that Dunkin' Donuts slogan, America runs on Dunkin'? Well, if America really ran on Dunkin', what would the Federal Reserve not be able to do? Buy and sell U.S. jelly donut securities, lend apple fritters to banks in non-emergencies, issue the production of glazed donuts, or regulate the chocolate munchkin industry. If you like munchkins, you're gonna love the new bite-sized version of your score. Want to see the right answer? The Federal Reserve buys and sells securities, issues the production of money, and regulates the banking industry. But it can only lend money to other banks in emergency situations. The problem with the Dunkin' States of America is that if Congress adds too many donut holes into legislation, it just gets messy, especially if they're powdered. How about, this question is rated XXX.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
I'm adding $1,000 for a correct answer. Put these things in the order they first premiered, from earliest to most recent. X-Files, XFL, X Games. X-Files, X Games, XFL, XFL, X-Files, X Games, X Games, X-Files, XFL. The X-Files premiered in 1993, the X Games in 1995, and the XFL ran its whole course from 2001 to 2002. That just earned you an extra $1,000. Nerds, burnouts, and jocks. We've pretty much covered all our bases on this one.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Coming up next, John Travoltopoulos. If a new musical called Grease featured the official name of the country Greece, which song lyric would you hear? Automania is the word that you heard? Republic of Athenia is the time, is the place, is the motion, and Hellenic Republic is the way we are feeling, or Greased Lightning? Everything's a trick question to you, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, honestly. Greece is really the only country whose official name sounds nothing like its common name. It's officially called the Hellenic Republic. The best part of Grease the musical is when Olivia Newton-John puts on some leather pants and eats a gyro.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I die.
This one's known as Vegan Parties Are Awesome. Which of these vegans is making a huge drinking mistake? Alicia Silverstone drinking a Corona, Ellen DeGeneres drinking an Amstel Light, Moby drinking a Heineken, or Woody Harrelson drinking a Guinness? Hello! Isinglass, a fish product, is used in the fining process of this stout beer. There's also a single drop of leprechaun blood in every glass.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming? Question time.
And now, the Prince of Peace. Hey, you know that poem, Footsteps in the Sand, where the dude talks about walking on the beach and seeing his footprints with God's footprints right next to him? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, if you were walking on the beach and you saw footprints next to yours that look like equals signs, who might be walking next to you? God wearing Spanish espadrilles on his feet? God wearing Japanese geta on his feet? God wearing Australian Ugg boots on his feet? Or God wearing kitten heels on his feet? Watch your time! As they say in Spain, no. Ready for this? Japanese geta are traditional wooden sandals that are elevated by two wooden pieces that look like an equals sign. How come whenever I'm at the beach, the only things next to my footprints are rotting jellyfish and used syringes? Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press the number 1. $4,000 if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose 4,000. And of course,
Remember the clue.
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. The final curtain call came too soon. These actors didn't make it to see the final cut. Good luck. There it is! Well, your score is pretty decent, which is more than I can say about your outfit. I mean, really, look at yourself. It's a little embarrassing.
You don't know Jack!
That's a wrap. Donnie, what's happening?
Hey, are you eager to play another round?
Hi, I'm Garrow Stanton. We at Stanton's Rhyming Dictionary rate our product so high. We really feel it's the best rhyming dictionary money can purchase. Other rhyming dictionaries might say they're the best, but we really feel we're better than all the others. You want rhymes? That's what you need. We've got a book of rhymes that's a pleasure to browse through. So check us out. Our dictionary is truly sublime. It's really the only place to go when you need two words that sound alike. Thank you.
Did you know that 12 cups of raw spinach has as much sodium as an order of French fries at McDonald's?
Did you say as much sodium as French fries?
And that 54 cups of spinach has just as many calories?
As many calories as French fries?
Makes you think twice about eating spinach, doesn't it?
Yes.
Spinach. Is it really strong to the finish? Vote no on Proposition 14H and keep spinach and other vegetables out of our schools.
Have you ever felt like a real bore at a party? Then how about a class at Gill's Celebrity Voice Emporium?
I have had years of experience tutoring people to sound like other people. With my program of just 6 easy classes, you'll soon be making quite the impression!
I can finally mimic celebs just like the rest of my friends. Hey, I'm Ed Burns. Or what about this one? Hey, I'm Skeet Ulrich.
Impersonate anyone. It's easy once you know the secret.
Listen up. Hi, I'm Rosie Perez.
And remember, sign up now. Go ahead, make my day.
Each year, tens of dozens of puppeteers suffer serious hand injuries because they didn't use the proper lubrication before stuffing their hands into a puppet. These injuries can range from minor chafing and small blisters all the way to the loss of a limb and death. Luckily, there is a solution. Felt-up hand puppet lube was specifically designed by scientists to provide the lubrication that feels good, but also keeps puppeteers safe.
I feel good. My puppet feels good. And because of Felt-up, well, we're both healthy.
If you or someone you love uses hand puppets, don't they deserve to get felt up?
If I didn't get my son felt up when he was younger, he might not be here today.
Felt-up hand puppet lube for your loved ones.
Guten Tag, I am Pope Benedict XVI. When I enter a church, I always reach for the basin of holy water as a gesture of symbolic cleansing. But when I enter a gymnasium to either get my elliptical on or just to wail on my rock-hard abs, I reach for a bottle of vitamin holy water. Vitamin holy water replenishes my electrolytes while giving me godlike strength for higher reps and an even higher calling. It's sacred, refreshing, and loaded with vitamin G.
Hey-ya. Do you ever feel like your fishy friends get the raw end of every deal? When the chihuahuas are carried around in their Louis Vuitton purses and the labradoodles are on long walks in their fur-trimmed vests, your Goldie fish is left in its bowl, naked. So come shop at Fashion Fiestas. We are the country's leading provider of designer fish apparel and accessories. Hats, shoes, glasses, pants, underwater styles that'll make your fish look fantastic. Right, Goldie? Come to Fashion Fiestas.